Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy BFX's video. Apologies that this really late, but since you've already seen the news in total, now I'm gonna just give how I feel about all the news. So the maintenance is quite long. Okay, I mean there's only one unit being added in Clash of Worlds like usual. Not sure why that has to take 8 hours. Anyways, Reberta Ignitos. So we'll talk about the vision card in a segment coming up because I already prepared something for that. But I don't like that they call it premium step up summon. She's not premium, or at least she shouldn't be. So it's very weird that they call it a premium step up. She's not premium. And it's very obvious because the vision card is not very good. The one that she has anyways. The one that she has. Her STMR is very good. Her STMR is quite good. It depends on what boost of damage abilities she's going to be getting with that. But she can, the normal Reberta can equip that. The only flaw I see with this is that does not look like it's two-handed. So it looks like she's going to be true dual wield. Oh my god. That already kind of looks kind of bad in my opinion. I don't see anything that says two-handed, so I don't know if it actually says two-handed. I'm gonna test that actually. Alright, here's Esther's news, and her STMR does say it's two-handed, so that's looking kind of bad for Reberta's STMR. All we can hope for maybe is that was an incorrect post. Hopefully this is two-handed, because if she's true dual wield, we kind of already know how that goes. True dual wield is just far inferior to TDH, and that's on both sides, by the way. That's on JP and Global. True dual wield needs a huge buff. I don't know how to fix it other than giving him another 100%, which would basically be the equivalent of, what was it, like 500% TDH, I believe. So giving true dual wield 300% would be the equivalent of 500% TDH. I still don't know if that's going to be good enough, but her being true dual wield is already kind of looking kind of iffy, and it hurts to even say that because I voted for Reberta. I want Reberta. I don't know, guys. And I knew on the drive home that she was going to be a tag unit because of the inclusion of Ignitos. So I knew that they were going to be a tag unit. And from the Dragoon's aim, it definitely seems like they are going to be more of like less of an LB unit and more of like something else, like maybe, I don't know, jumping, for example. Maybe actually doing some jumping on like Sky, who technically is a Dragoon, but you don't use her for that. Hopefully this is the reverse. You're actually using her for the jumping and not so much for the LB usage. Please. Please. So the only thing that I can say that is so very questionable is the STMR. What do you guys think about it? The passives are very good, but I don't like that it's one-handed. I don't like that part. If she's true dual wield, she might not be so great. You might say, oh, just build her TDH anyways. The problem is her STMR is so good, and her TMR is not very good at all. It's very, very mediocre at best. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the STMR. We'll be talking about the vision card, and like I mentioned in a segment coming up here. So that's about that. And just like with Kane's banner, who is not premium, there's no vision, or there's no shards in this at all in the shop. Remember when they used to do that? It wasn't even that long ago, and now it feels like it was forever ago. They're not doing shards in the exchange shop any longer, and I feel like this is I feel like this is really bad. I said this for the Kane banner already, and we're still in the predicament where there's no shards. And you know, if I made a poll right now, and I already did before, if I made a new poll, I'm pretty sure shards or skipped content will be like the #1 thing that people are not liking about the game currently. How can you have a banner on a non-premium unit banner and not have shards in the exchange shop? The things that you're putting in the exchange shop are very bland and mediocre at best. the Last Guardian is very good, but you can get it pretty easily with you. What are you going to be using? What are you using 5-star select tickets for nowadays? Getting STMRs. Life for the Purge. I'm not sure what that is. Is that maybe that was one of those global exclusive or global original, whatever you want to call it. Technically, it is global exclusive because I don't think that would ever come over to the JP version, but I think that's one of those things that was that one controversial time where they made a lot of weapons and things, and maybe that's the thing. I'm gonna go research this. Never mind, it's only in premium exchange shops, so I guess this fits for it. This is not a premium banner though, but the killer is only 50%, so it's really not amazing because percentage stats you could pretty much always cap, and only in certain situations you won't be able to cap attack and magic, but most times you can nowadays. So that is not that great. It's okay, I guess, because it has 2 killers on it. But other than that, and then the last 2, like at the joke. So the exchange shop is just not as good as it used to be because there's no shards in it. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get, like, it's just like I wish I could like twist my head around and understand what they're going through, but whatever. And here's the big point I wanted to make. Here, look at her vision card. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Just like how Sky's vision card was pretty bad too, where she doesn't even use her own vision card most of the time. This is pretty bad, and I don't think anyone can argue otherwise. Like 50% Dragon Killer at the end, big deal. Dragon Killer is one of the easiest things to get their 300%. This is only good for a new player. And you want to know why it's so mediocre? Because of this. They want you to pull for this vision card for her. And look at that at the bottom there, 100% jump damage. I wonder why that is. Probably for the person on the picture. So the first one, 300 flat attack and magic, very powerful. The second one, not nearly as good. And then the last one, obviously very good for her. And I see why they're doing these cards more often. They're doing a different version of FOMO. So that first one was very good and definitely bait worthy with the great sword and peril and the flat stats and stuff. The second one missed me with that one, and then the third one obviously not nearly as good as the first one, but still saying, hey, look at this, 100% jump damage on a vision card. Of course, very good. Keep in mind though, this is only good for FFBE units, so there's very limited capacity for that. If Sky ever gets, maybe it gets upgrades on our jump or something, that would be good. Or Sid. Sid from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, or Reberta. So there's not very many options for jump damage. So this is obviously only basically going to be good for her. So keep that in mind. The March Equipment Enhancement event actually has something decent. At first I thought this was 50% Stone Killer, which would have been pretty bonkers because it, as well as it has 50% Limit Burst damage on it. And there's no restriction on that bottom part there. So for a new player, I don't know if there's any, if you are a new player, by the way, drop a comment in the section down below. I want to know if there's some new players going on coming to the game, because this is a very good weapon for a new player, or even just free-to-play players who don't have very much. This is a very good item, and the addition of the long-lived blade ability, 80% attack, that's insane. For a new player, getting 80% attack weapon on top of 50% low burst damage on top of that, on top of 155 attack. Yes, it's only one-handed, but that's crazy. The 50% low burst fill rate is okay, I guess, but this is actually a pretty good weapon. Low burst damage is not as hard to get to 300% nowadays, but I'd say as a new player, that's quite good. Definitely worth doing this event for that. And finally, Clash of Wills. Pretty good boss sprite, I would say. Pretty good boss sprite, and if I recall correctly, yeah. So dark damage, that's pretty easy, right? I built in my, at least on my Discord I shared, I built Ibarra for 300% Dragon Killer and a little bit of Aquatic Killer. I believe it was Aquatic. I believe this boss is Aquatic. One of those. They always pull out the aquatic race whenever there's a something that's too easy to gear for otherwise, because aquatic is not so easy to build for. So can't seem to find it on here, but I don't really. I'm pretty sure it's aquatic. But Ibarra, very good. Sephiroth, probably good. Dark Rain, and also, of course, all the fire units that we have. Earth is going to be something that you're probably never going to really use. If you have the choice between fire and earth, I'm pretty sure you're going to pick fire. You have Louise, you have Laura, you have Carton. Technically, he can be anything. Yigni. You got tons of fire units to use, whereas with Earth you would do like a Roka build or something. I don't think that's really worth it in my opinion. And then Dark, you have Dark Rain, you have Angela. Well, I guess technically Angela can do all three of those if you really wanted to. Also, Sky can be all three of those technically, yes. Now for Dark, you have Dark Rain, you've got Sephiroth, you've got Ibarra. So there's a. I think this is like one of the biggest, because they put in Dark and Fire. That's one of the most expansive rosters you can possibly ask for. So I'm excited actually to do this one, and especially since you have to deal those. I mean, dealing earth damage, I'm sure you can figure out, because there was like 2 seasons ago now, I think it was. You had to do several elements per turn or he would do something. So I'm pretty sure people will figure that out. That's not that bad of a big of a deal. And changing actions after limit burst is used, that's usually not a big deal. It makes it sound all scary, but it's whatever. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. That's my breakdown. If you have any comments or concerns, comment down below. If I was wrong about anything, if you disagree about anything, let me know in the comment section down below. Or if you are on my side and you're agreeing with something, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, like I mentioned before, if you're a new player, I want to hear from you. Just let me know, because I want to know. I'm not targeting you or anything. I just want to know if there's any new players coming to the game and are wondering about what's going on with this game. Also, last thing, RIP Dragolia Lost. I don't play the game, but I saw it. It's a real possibility, guys. Doesn't matter how new the game is. Doesn't matter how old the game is. If you're not making the money, you're gonna be closed down. So, rip Dragolia Lost. I just wanted to put that at the end of the video. Again, I don't play it, but I feel for you guys that play Dragolia Lost. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace!